These are the two most common reasons I see better players hook the ball, and both can be fixed very quickly. What you're probably seeing right now is your club path going too far out to the right. You're feeling flippy, you're not taking much of a divot, and you're either hitting pushes or hooks. For both cases, what we need is for our path to be less out and more in, but the route to get there will be different depending on one test. To figure out which route we're going to take, we're going to do the Mike Adams fold test. Right now, take your grip just to figure out where it is exactly, and then we're going to test if this is the grip for you and if this is why you are hitting hooks. To do the Mike Adams fold test, get in your stance, palms together. All you're thinking is swing arms to right, allow right elbow to bend. And that's all I'm thinking. I'm not thinking golf, just swinging my arms. Swing my arms to the right, allow my right elbow to bend. Everyone will do it a different way. Just figure out whatever happens more naturally. There's 3 different results you can get. When I do it, I'm looking at my elbow versus my shirt seam. My elbow goes behind my shirt seam, hand stays on top. So I'm going to need more of a on top grip. This is just determining this test where our right hand or trail hand should be. If when you do that, your elbow is more on your shirt seam, hands more this way, you're going to have more of a grip like this. Thirdly, if you do it, elbow more in front of you, palm more towards the sky, you're going to be more of a stronger grip like that. If you can't figure out which one you are, just go neutral for now. Case number 1 I see with better players that hook it is their grip is too strong. Why we did the Mike Adams fold test is to see where you should grip it. What's very common is people test out they should have a weaker grip, but just through watching videos or whatever, they grip it too strong here. So when they naturally move their arms, so if you naturally swing your arms this way, like this, you should have a weaker grip. But if you try and do that naturally and you're gripping it more strong this way, the face will be shut and it will be shut into the ball. And that's where the hook comes from. So what you have to do is move your grip to where you test out to be, so then the face won't be so closed. Generally with these people, what I see is into the ball, they'll have bent knees, they'll slide, they'll hang back with their upper body, and they'll look something like this. The reason they do that is because they have to keep the face open. So if my grip is too strong and I'm just swinging my arms back and forth, and I should naturally have a weak grip, if I have a strong grip, the face is too shut. If I slide and hang back with my upper body, that keeps the face open for longer. It can work and you can hit it straight that way, but if you're trying to add speed, you're going to hook it. What we have to do is first get our grip in a better spot so the face is more stable, and then just hit balls from there. Then what's going to happen is you're going to hit the ball straight, but since your body's still going to move like this and you're going to hang back, you're going to hit it straight, but it's going to be straight right, because the way your body's moving is 1, keeping the face open, 2, so you might even hit fades right now, and 2, it's making your path go more out to the right. What we need, instead of chest way back, knees kind of sliding forward like this, we need more turn and elevation this way. You're going to hit it farther, face is going to be more stable, and the hook will go away. So the feeling you're probably going to have, and I'm going to go over 2 drills that you can do, is that you're going to feel like you don't even shift forward. It's going to feel like you turn, and then it's going to feel like you get tall, and you finish with your head, belt buckle over your foot, and your sternum and your belt buckle are pointed to the left of your target. So from this view, the bad way would be like this, where you stay low and almost slide towards the target. What we want, and what it'll probably feel like, is you don't slide, you just turn and you stand up. You can see that drags my club path more to the left. Drill number 1 you can do to work on this, after you have your nice grip, is you're just going to hit it on a downslope. So just pretend I'm on a downslope like this. You can hit balls off it, generally on ranges at the end of the range, or the front of the range. If there's a downslope, just hit balls on that. So if I'm hitting balls like this, and I sag back, you're just going to chunk it. So on the downslope, you're like this, hit balls, it's going to make you turn and get taller. Drill number 2, to have less of this hang back, and sliding, we're going to do this drill. I learned this from Kevin Weeks. How it works. You just put a stick in the middle of your stance, or even slightly ahead of it. You're going to do your backswing, and then from here, and this is over-exaggerated of what actually happens during the swing, but we've got to overdo it to get rid of this. You're at the top of your swing, you'll stop, you'll put your chest forward, so this is the opposite of hang back. Your chest is forward, and then from here, you're at this point, you're going to hit the ground and extend up and feel like your head gets as high as possible. So it'll look like that. That is the complete opposite of this. We need more chest forward and like that. So both these will get your path more left. They'll get you higher. They'll make you rotate more, which gets the path more left, and it will stabilize the face. So that's for people that had too strong of a grip and the face is shut, so they had to use their body to keep it open. So get a weaker grip and then learn to, instead of slide and hang back, you're going to rotate and get taller. If your grip before the test was already perfect, but you still did this deal where you're sliding, these are drills you can also do. The second most common scenario I see better players hook the ball is for under players. Going back to the Mike Adams fold test, when they swing their arms to the right and allow their right elbow to bend, their elbow stays more in front of their shirt seam, palm goes a little bit more up to the sky, like this. So they should grip it strong. These people might have already been gripping it correctly, but they're hooking it for a completely different reason than people in scenario 1. So people in scenario 2, for these people there's no excessive swaying or sliding. Their body action looks pretty regular, but they're still hooking it even though their body action looks good and their grip looks pretty good. When these people are hooking it, generally they're trying to drop their hands, or their hands are just too low. What I mean by that, they'll go to the top, and then you'll see their arms get really behind them, elbow gets stuck behind them, and then all they can do is swing out into the right, and that's where the hook comes from. The hook is from when the club path is too far to the right, face is too shut. When they do the test, notice two things. One, watch my hands. They almost go out that direction a little bit. I'm not trying to. It's just when my forearms roll, elbow stays in front of me, the hands stay more out that way. So whatever we do during this test, we want to do during our swing. As I do that with the club, you'll see my hands are a little bit more out and they're more in front of me. They don't get behind me. If the club and the hands get too deep and behind, elbow will get trapped and everything will get thrown out to the right and shut. What you need to do is keep the hands a little bit more in front of you, not let them get so far behind, and it's going to feel like you're swinging over the top. So the difference would be, this would be a good one. I do the fold test. It's more in front of me. It's not behind me. So good one would be more this way. Bad one would be more try and drop it and go that way. Dropping behind us is very good for people that test out this way, so we'll have a weak grip. Not very good for the people that need to be under, roll their arms, and have it more in front of them. So here are the two drills to do. Number one, you're going to feel like you just take it back to here, and then you're just going to lift your arms up. This is ridiculous, but the club is way out in front of us and is completely opposite from being behind us. So it's here, lift it up, and then feel like you're just chopping and hitting a slice from here. That'll get the club more in front of you and the path working more left and the arms not being so far behind you. So you could rep this out to get the hands more out on this side of you rather than back here and stuck where you're going to swing out to the right and hook it. Drill number two, you're going to put a stick in front of you about 10 yards and I want you to hit pull cuts. So I'm going to aim at the stick and I want to start the ball left and have it fade to the right. The only way to do that, especially if you're someone that's this low with a strong grip, is you're going to feel like you're almost coming over the top with your arms. You'll be here. I'm aiming at the stick and I want to hit a pole that cuts around it. I'm going to feel my hands come out here. Very similar to drill one. And then cut across it. And that'll get the ball to start left and cut. From this view, it's basically the same that we just saw there where we're lifting our arms. So they're more in front of us instead of behind. And then just chopping down and left. Hitting big pull cuts. To review, these are the two most common scenarios that I see better players hook the ball. First one is player that is sliding, hanging back, path goes out to the right and they hook it, generally that is because their grip, or generally that is because the face is too shut, and that is generally because they grip the club too strong relative to their nature, relative to how they test out in the Mike Adams fold test. Second scenario is a person with a good grip, good body action, who is supposed to have more of a strong grip, that drops the club too low, gets behind them, and then they swing out to the right. For them, they'll need to feel like the hands and the arms stay more in front of them and cut across it. It's going to feel like hitting a pull wipey fade. That's what you need to do. These are the two most common reasons, but there are many other reasons that you may hook it. If you want help learning if this is the correct reason that you're hooking it or other ways to fix your swing, then you can look in the description and get an online lesson.